Good morning, Service Alliance Group. This is Miss Ward and the crew. Let's go get it.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. We are live over here in Richmond, Virginia from the Hilton Garden Inn. My boy EJ flew in yesterday afternoon and we've been hanging out. Went to dinner with the fam last night, and we're excited, man. We're getting ready for this conference, and it's going to be a good one. So if you're on your way to Richmond, I know Miss Ward's on her way tomorrow, so we're looking forward to meeting everybody. Excuse me.
Yes, Richmond, Virginia. We're waiting for you.
We're here. We're ready. But we got a fun day planned for Saturday. We can't wait to meet everybody out here and say hello and do some masterminding and some networking and see where the day leads us. We got a couple people checking in already. Brother Jeremy, good morning, brother. Adam, as always, in the house. Orchid, I believe he's on his way here to Richmond. I was messaging with him last night. I'm still trying to figure out that room situation. Got Rob Jones checking in.
Yes. Come on, Arkin. We want to see you too, bud. Joe, good morning.
Morning, Joe.
It's the Richmond and Richmond. Maybe TK.
No Richmond here.
Good morning, Mike. We'll see you tomorrow.
What's up, Mike?
Or are they coming today?
They're coming tonight.
We'll see you tonight, Mike.
Late tonight. Kurt, good to see you, brother.
Yeah, we're pretty bummed about it too, Kurt. Hey, speaking of, I saw Kurt saw that video yesterday, Miss Ward.
Yeah, well, yeah. I really appreciate the support. You know, man, I got a whole bunch coming, man. Nothing but dropping gems because my butt been being handed to me, and I love it because it's always an opportunity to get better. You know, that's why, you know what I'm saying? You can't get the big head in the appliance repair business. That's why I love it because it keeps me on my toes and be like, oh, you thought you knew. But the appliance be like, well, guess what? Know this. I told you guys earlier, but during the pre-roll, about how I was working on a microwave oven combo unit, old school Frigidaire. and how I made a tiny mistake that I couldn't, I was so stressed on everything but what I was supposed to be focusing on. I told you guys I was laughing because my mom called me like an hour or so into it, or almost 2 hours in, and I didn't answer the phone. But when I got out of there, I called my mom and I was making a video. In the video, I was saying, "Man, let me tell you something. My mom must have felt the tears welling up in my eyes to the center of her womb because I'm the eldest." And that's a real special connection as it is. So man, I was laughing my butt off there with my apprentice, and we were going through some things. But and I'm always telling my apprentice there are no shortcuts. Every time you think you're looking over your shoulder, you good to hit a corner or do a shortcut, it come and bite you quick. You better hope it bites you sooner than later. And so we're all human, and this is what I love about appliance repair. It challenges you on a mental and spiritual, level. you know
Yep, you're right about that.
yeah, I remember I did that video a while back called the technician's prayer. Let me tell you something. We got to stay covered. If you ain't on your knees, and if you ain't taking a moment of silence before you step out in these streets, because right after that video, I came out and there was like a four-car accident in Dothan, and there were several fatalities. It was insane. And I actually started a video because I was like, we not promised. So we need to be high energy every opportunity we can, because think of the alternative. Think about the people in the hospital right down the street that have been given a ticking clock. You understand? So
Oh yeah.
favor ain't fair, and while we can get out here and got the strength and in your right mind, man, I'm trying to tell you, I'd be so happy to get up because I actually got up. Even at the gym, like, nah, it's cold. Y'all already know I'm from South Florida. I sent a text to my mom. I was like, look, Mom, it's 30 some degrees. They talking about freeze ice on the bridge. I said, you already know the ice and bridge and Miss Ward, that's not mixed.
And she dang sure don't like the cold.
Not sure. What? I
Hey,
love y'all coming to Richmond. I was talking to my partner. I was like, how did I commit to this again? I said, okay, well, I said, I got my hotel, everything, my flight, everything. I said, I got an extended stay there. So I'm going to go enjoy it. I said, I'm going to hang out with my buds. I said, because Miss Ward be MIA quick, missing in action.
Yeah, we're looking forward.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait.
well, since you up in the spirit already this morning, why don't you go ahead and drop that technician's prayer?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Lord, thank you for allowing us to not only get up this morning, but for allowing us to get up in our right minds, our steady spirit, focus on our goals and aspirations and ambitions. Thank you for giving us the ability to be self-employed for those who are, and those who are in the technical field, giving their best from any position. Lord, thank you for covering them, and thank you for giving them the ability to choose the trades. America is built on the trade industry, and we are proud members in our patriotic pursuits to get it done and to shine no matter what. Lord, thank you for covering our families. Thank you for giving us the ability to feed our families, not just for today, but to have a skill set that we can feed them for generations to come by ordering our steps after you. Lord, thank you for touching the hearts and souls of our customers, the companies we work with that bless us. Lord, thank you for putting a round table in front of us of titans in the industry, not just today, but tomorrow. Lord, thank you for giving us the wisdom and the ability to order our steps. Thank you for blessing us with the Service Alliance group and the members. Lord, please cover our conference this weekend, that everyone that comes and goes will get not only what they need, but to be able to leave and spread the word that we are here to help and to uplift the industry. And thank you for giving us the mantle to carry and giving us the ability to stand up and carry it through our own personal trials and triumphs. Amen.
Amen.
Man,
Thank you, Miss Ward. That was good.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna read a quick scripture out of the Proverbs from yesterday, and it's a short one, but it's an important one. And this week, we've been talking about growth here on the morning grind. And, growth comes in many different ways, looks different for every company. And, it comes about many different ways for each individual and each company. But this proverb in chapter 29, verse 1, it says, "Whoever stubbornly refuses to accept criticism will suddenly be destroyed beyond recovery." The
mm,
King James says, "He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy." One of the things that I struggled with throughout my life, and honestly, I still struggle with sometimes today, is being able to accept constructive criticism. People that care about you and people that want to see you do well are going to give you that constructive criticism. And sometimes it comes from people that don't care about you. But every single instance in my business that arises, I ask my partner and I ask my team the same thing. What could we have done? This person's upset with us. This customer isn't happy, or whatever the situation is. We always want to look at what could we have done better. Is some of this criticism that this customer is giving? We had excuse me, we had a 1-star review here recently, and 99.999% of it was complete BS. Um, she lied in the review. She said a bunch of stuff, but there was one little thing that we had done wrong that we should have done better, and that's what we focused on. So when you get criticisms, when you get things said about your company, about you, about whatever, always take a step back to self-reflect. Always take a step back to look at yourself, your business, how you're doing things. Say, what could I have done better to have avoided this issue? What could I have done better to not have gotten this 1-star review or this customer calling back saying this, that, or the other? Because at the end of the day, it happens. And the only thing you can control is how you react from it. And if you want to grow and you want to do better and you want to continue to make your business the business that you're aspiring it to be, you got to be able to accept that criticism and make changes. Because at the end of the day, you can't control other people's actions. You can only control what you do. So that's all I got out of the Proverbs this morning.
Man, man, that was a good one. And he, it's a surprise to me, even though he's sitting right next to me. Like once a year, we get to do this side by side. But man, constructive criticism. We were just talking about that last night at the dinner table. Constructive criticism. It's one of those positive and negative words combined to make a big positive. You can criticize people, but without constructive, you're just being mean. And when you're doing it constructively, it should be coming from a place of love. And we say that term loosely because it's just love or respect, kindness, and intending to help, lift up. And one thing I've learned in owning my business and taking this constructive criticism, even if it's not intended to be given in love, I try to receive it as such. Uh, like TK was just saying, you can control how you react from it. And that's all you can do, fair or not. And how you react can drastically change the results of that situation in two very different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing that I have learned in this, the first big tip is don't take it personal. Like, especially for my business, heck, my name's in the company. When they say something about EJ's, they saying something about EJ, and I don't like it. And it took a while for me to get that principle of not taking it personal and just see if you empathize, you put yourself in the customer's position and you try to understand they may not be mad at you, they're mad at the situation. And if you can understand where they're coming from, you can see through the other stuff. It may hurt still. They may call you the worst. I had one last year. I got this review while I was at TMM trying to up my game. The guy said, EJ should stick to fixing lawnmowers. That's where he's better. And I don't fix my lawnmowers. I don't know how to do
Oh
that.
no.
I don't even run the house. My boy does. Uh, I'm like, dang, man, that's cold. And I sat up to that guy for 15 minutes after the job. So find something that's relevant. Where can you build yourself up, your business, and move on from that? And don't focus on the negative. If you focus on negative, you know what you're going to get? Negative. If you focus on the positive, you're more likely to find it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you guys
Absolutely.
are more refined than me because I'm trying to tell you, I'm still working on my angry black woman. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I think it's imperative that we understand the human factor. And when you bust your butt and take pride in what you do, we all gonna get offended. The key is, do you know how to time out? Do you know how to code switch? Do you know how to flip the script? You feel me? And these are our businesses. For a lot of us, we're first generation business owners. So we didn't grow up. First of all, we had to change what the American dream looked like to some people. We've been programmed X, Y, and Z. Then we had to build belief in ourselves. And just when we limping along and taking a little pride, you get the wind knocked out of you by somebody who's accustomed to manipulating systems or, quote unquote, caring or whatever. But the reality is this is why I always talk about excellence and being elite, is that the only time you're effective is when you're not working on your game and
That's
you
right.
know you're not showing up whole and complete. And nobody's perfect every day, but own your stuff first and then address that and then look at situations so you can avoid the drama. Like, it took me one time to get a 1 star and to put two and two together and what that avatar looked like. And I said, oh no, we're not doing you. We're not doing you. I don't need your money. You feel me? You go harass somebody else. And then, like I said, for me, it's a special experience because when I show up, I'm just I don't want to use the word. I don't know why oxymoron is in my brain, but that's not the word. But I'm not the expected technician or business owner. And Miss Ward, I'm brilliant, so I just use it to my advantage. There's situations I come in and I play whatever you think I look like I am. In your mind, I play that role. It's just a surcharge. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, you guys are absolutely right. The maturity as a business owner, staying up on your management books, your business books, because people I don't understand why people don't understand they wasn't born into it. You got to stay reading. You got to stay, like me and my partner are going through 12-week year because we have some projects we're trying to do, duplexes, quad, multifamily. We got other stuff we're trying to do. What's up, Saul? But at the end of the day, you got to you got to realize that this is new to you, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get to the point where I can say this ain't new to me. I'm not new to it. I'm true to it. But I can't say that yet. So it's just a maturing process. And I'm just like Service Alliance Group. I mean, we got this conference where people don't understand. We're gonna look back years to these conversations. You know, that's how I do my channel. When I'm saying stuff that's timeless. But it's timeless because it's lessons I'm learning. Like I'm talking from experience. I'm not a guru, I'm a guru. And I'm doing it daily. from the technical side to the business administrative side to the funding, whatever I have to do. And I'm learning as I go. That's why I keep trying to tell people, Miss Ward is not, I know y'all think I'm super sister, but I am just like everybody else. I just don't give up. And I got that bulldog mindset, like, oh, please come tell my round brown, but I can't do something. What?
Is Super the next nickname for
I like it.
me too?
Hey, see
Got the
that
Superman
SS on my shirt?
with
There
the
you go,
SS.
super sister.
Got the SS.
Why end of the day? Why can't it be the beginning of it? Technically, it is the beginning of the day, Mike. So it is the beginning of the day. But at the end of the day, you'll be here. That's why it's the end of the day.
And
Exactly.
at the end of the day, that's when it's all said and done.
It's all
It's
said
over.
and done.
It's over.
Well, EJ's gonna run some service calls with me today. We got about 5 service calls to go run,
Awesome.
so that's pretty exciting. Are you excited, EJ?
I am. I am. I've been watching TK for a while now, since he was in the Buick
Terraza.
I keep wanting to say Rendezvous, and
Yeah.
he's got the caravan outside. We're gonna see what he does. I want to see the magic that happens when the beard walks in the room and they
Well,
just hand him the money. And
exactly.
as soon as he gets money and everybody's happy, like I want to find that magic and see where it happens. Oh yeah, don't let him drive.
Oh yeah, we already talked about it. He was talking about driving my truck yesterday. I was like, man, I'm thinking in the back of my head, dude, I've ridden in a car with you. I am
Well,
not letting. I'll Uber around Richmond before I let EJ drive.
well, I hope you guys let us in by video, some, vlogging some of that, because the reality is there's a synergy. This is why I'm looking forward to this weekend, because there's a synergy when certain people are in the room. And if you don't have your ticket and I don't know what the deal happened, y'all gonna miss it. Where are you ever gonna see Brandon, Mike Sneed, Miss Ward, TK, EJ, Mike Carson? Who else is gonna be there? Is Jason I'm gonna be there? Zach's gonna be there. Come on, man.
The most with the most
Equipment.
Just remember
equipment.
this. Yeah, remember this when we walking on stage and speaking. Remember that you had an opportunity to touch us and talk to us. Because y'all know I love y'all, but I really don't be trying to talk because I'm really working on my stuff. It's not like I'm mean and I'm rude, even though I really undercover am. But it can be taken that way. I am so laser for EJ and TK. I tell you, I'm every time we talk and there's business, there's something that I'm working on because I see the vision. It is my responsibility to do the work. If God planted it and dropped it into my spirit, He didn't just hand it to me. He gave me a glimpse of that level of glory. People don't understand how real it is. That's why you cannot be around people who are not elevated. You have to stay in elevated environments and stay out of the fray to stay focused because so many people are distracted by their own personal drama. I already know how I feel about trauma bonding and, woe is me. This is America. You need to get up and go do something. And if you can't do it where you at, you need to move. I'm a firm believer. So you got to stay around uplifting people, uplifting conversations. And I'm not saying Pippi Longstock and everything's good with the world. We got to do what we got to do. All right, for Dean.
Dean Lander's in the
Uh-oh.
house.
Dean. Hey, every time I remember, I think Dean was at Asti. And I was looking at him and I was like, man, if I could just get some of that, like, all I want is the first layer of intellect. That's all I want. The rest you can keep, Dean. You know what I mean? And that's the thing is you never know who's watching you, you know what I mean? And this guy, Dean, has been extremely consistent. He one of the old
Absolutely.
school guys I actually would talk to. I won't talk to a lot of them, but him, I'm going to talk to.
I was just reading that article yesterday on the flight. They went straight to him for some commentary on what was that, the Great Washer Scam?
I think so.
So let's see what he says. Colossians 3:1 and 2. keep seeking the things above where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your mind on the things above, not on the things that are on earth. See the rest, especially verse 8.
I have to look that one up.
Thanks for sharing that, Dean.
Here's one. I don't think we hit that yet. How are you guys? How are you preparing for a slow season? I'm not preparing for a slow season.
Amen.
I don't slowing down, but I'm ready if it happens. But at the end of the day, with the way things are going right now, it doesn't look like it's going to slow down. It doesn't look like we're going to have a slow season. Our main focus right now with my company is getting some of these other technicians, not me and my partner, but some of these other technicians in line, because at least one of them is on their last warning with me. And I know Austin feels the same way. So we're actually thinking about cutting out an entire area here in Richmond. We were going over some numbers, me and my partner, the other day. And over 50% of our work is in the city. And we're driving to these outskirts of the city to run these calls. And everyone we go to, we're missing calls in the city because we're so busy. So we're going to have a meeting next week. My partner wasn't able to make the conference this weekend because he's headed to New Orleans with his wife for a little getaway. So shout out to him for taking some family time with the missus. But to be honest with you, we're not ready. We're not preparing for a slow season because I don't think it's coming. We're so busy right now. I welcome a slow season. Please give me a slow season because it would be really a breath of fresh air at this point in the game. We haven't had one since 2019, and I don't foresee one. Just looking at the numbers, I don't see one coming anytime soon. But I'll let you guys touch on that a little bit.
I'll go here, and I'll cover a little bit of what Miss Ward would say because I've been listening. I've been listening to Solid Steps to Wealth. I'm paying attention. The pivot. All right. Number one, if you're slow, you got to do something different. You got to pivot, change the plan. This ain't a set it and forget it type industry where you know what worked 2 years ago don't work today, and don't even start on multiple years back. Right. Dean Lander's in the house from 30 years experience. I'm certain he's not running his business the same way you did 30 years ago. You have to adjust along the way. And I actually am in a slow season economically in my area and otherwise. So some of you know Google locked up my map listings, and we've experienced a 25 to 30% drop in call volume in the last 2 months. And just maintaining has been difficult. And I've been looking at all these different things I can do. And I'll tell you one thing that we can say, we'll get to that one in a sec. And Carson says, be careful what you ask for, you might just get it. That's what I asked for last year, and Mike delivered. And he's hard working to get me back up on that level again. So we was talking about getting ready for this conference and imposter syndrome with Miss Ward for the show because of her video yesterday. Coming into this conference, I didn't feel qualified to be one of the presenters. And I battled with that imposter syndrome. I'm going to get to the answer, but I'm on a soapbox right now. And what I had to realize and humble myself is I can only be an expert in my own experience, right? I know what worked for me and what didn't work for me. And I have learned the lessons from both. And you learn the lessons of the things that didn't work much stronger than the other ones. So one lesson I've learned is I put all of my eggs in the Google basket. And not literally, but definitely figuratively. Uh, I have built up other streams of leads naturally, organically, word of mouth, business cards, uh, networking, social media, and then Google just took off. Mike Carson got involved and shot my website straight to #1. The ads are locked in. Everything's rocking. We had 3 locations on Google, and I lost focus on those other things outside of Google that were keeping my business running. And when that one drops off, I'm stuck sitting here thinking, well, what happened? It surprised me. And I had to scramble to rework some of those other things. So pay attention, stay focused. Don't be like EJ on this one. Follow the new direction. Maintain those other avenues at all times. Maintain the relationships. TK mentions all the time about how he got started with property managers. So one of the pivots I did this week is updated my property management flyer. I have a front and back flyer. The front is just eye catching and says how the process works and that we want to help them solve their problems. And on the back side, it just real big, it says, "Why choose us?" Has pictures of the team at the bottom and a list of accomplishments and our mission statements, the things that we want to deliver. And we are mailing them out this week to over 20 property managers. I want to start these relationships. I don't have hardly property managers that we work for. And ones we do, we get like one a month maybe. So I need to get them big ones where they just keep feeding us all year round. So that's what I got. It's a long answer. Uh, Quickly, we'll intermediate or interject. Happy anniversary to Doug and Val Shear. They are celebrating their anniversary. I think, what did they say? Was it posted today? I think 21 years.
I think that was it. I told them they should come to Richmond for their anniversary. What more romantic setting than this Alliance Business Conference?
I don't know why he didn't do it.
I mean, you bring your wife. There's a pool here. There's a hot tub. I mean, there's a bar right here in the hotel. I mean, what more do you want, Doug and Val? I mean, we got everything you need right here.
I think it's Doug's fault. He didn't sell it to her well enough.
I think so too.
But Val, you made your choice 21 years ago. You got to stick with it.
Yeah, Doug's pretty good dude, though. So shout out to Doug. Happy anniversary, brother. We got Andrew checking in.
And Great Miami Appliance, a river
in the
knowledge.
house.
My ad spend isn't treating us very well, but GMB is doing well.
Good to hear.
I was just checking out. I just checked out your GMB yesterday. I was just checking out some of my people, and he's quietly got over 200 reviews now.
That's awesome, man.
Well done, sir.
Good job, Andrew.
We thank you for the love. Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, we've never done these conferences before, so it's going to be interesting. You know, we're going into it just excited and a little bit nervous and a little bit anxious, but I think it's going to be awesome. I mean, we got Miss Ward coming in, we got Brother B coming in, Mike Sneed, got the whole line, and just the lineup of attendees. Because what we're really wanting to see is a more interactive conference where everybody gets to share. You know, whether you're the brand new guy who's just starting out and has a million questions, or you're a seasoned veteran, we want to have everybody there rubbing shoulders and talking. I'm going to be doing a presentation on networking. We have a presentation that Zach's put together on technology, how to use technology, streamlining operations. Mike's going to be going over some different marketing stuff, some financial stuff. I mean, it's a really great lineup. I'm excited to see what we do, and then have some lunch, go out afterwards figure out what to do with ourselves tomorrow night. So or Saturday night, excuse me, and just have a good time. I'm just excited to hang out with Miss Ward for a little bit and finally give her present.
I mean, that was my entire motivation to be part of this conference. It's like, if we could do something that was attractive enough, maybe Miss Ward will.
Yeah.
And as soon as she agreed, I was like, all right, we're all in. This is it.
You guys are
in the house.
We're definitely be doing some live. We're not going to be giving away. If you wanted to come, you should have bought your ticket and came. But we'll definitely be doing some sneak peeks to give you guys some teasers. As people start to gather, we'll be going live, and I'm sure Zach's going to be bringing some video equipment. So it's going to be good. Getting ready. 2024. Shooting 300 by end of 288. That's awesome, man.
I believe you'll get 300 by the end of December.
Absolutely.
I mean, what we've said before, somebody else shared this with me. Try to get one a day. One a day. If you get one a day, that's 20 a month for the work week. I think Andrew's rocking it, though. He takes care of everybody.
Yeah.
I went up there and rode with him, and the guy's a true professional.
Yeah. I haven't ridden with him, but I can just tell from corresponding with him over the years. I mean, he's got that gift with the customers, and he's also a freaking amazing technician. So you have those two things. If you're good with the customers and you're set out to be a great technician, you're going to do great. That's it. It's one of the biggest things I look for in a new hire when I'm looking is, are they good with the customer? Because appliance repair takes some time to learn, but it's even harder to teach someone those soft skills with those customers. Because I mean, that's one thing we're really big on here. And I struggle with it if the technician doesn't have those soft skills. If he doesn't have good customer skills, I just tell him, look, be as professional as you can possibly be. So, but we got to go run some service calls, man. Miss Ward, you got any closing thoughts?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I'm looking forward to hanging out with everybody. And I just want to tell you guys, I'm really proud of you. I sat back and I've watched, and thank goodness I have pretty much a front row seat. But I'm very, very proud of y'all, and I'm so happy that we're not just business partners in a way, but also friends. And like I tell people, if you don't have cheerleaders in your corner, I was talking to my round table yesterday, and those guys are doing us amazing things. And I was like, look, man. Yeah, you guys are probably the only ones to get Miss Ward to put on a cheerleading skirt and some pom-poms because I'm your number one cheerleader. I want you guys to win because that means not only is my blessing on the way, but it's solid. And you got to be surrounded by people that are happy not only about your success and, you overcoming trials and tribulations. And I'm very, very happy and I'm very proud of you guys. I mean, look at where we at. And I'm going to just keep it a buck. People out here shaking in their boots. They're going to be okay, though. Do it the right way. You ain't got nothing to worry about. That's all I got for you.
So you guys heard it here first. Miss Ward will be here Saturday with a cheerleading skirt on. And you don't miss that. So, Miss Ward, we love you. Glad to have you as a friend and a cheerleader if you want to be. So, what are we going to do now?
Let's go get it.
Peace. And